Year 2 of Wizards franchise ended in unspectacular fashion, and more importantly than that, it ended with us on the outside looking in of even the play-in tournament, and we were tied with the Charlotte Hornets. If we just played one game in the regular season, we could have been the 10 seed, and then who knows how far we could have gone. As the 10 seed taking on the Indiana Pacers in the 9 seed, who are traditionally horrible in 2K24. I feel like we could have beat this team even though they have DeMar DeRozan and Ben Mathurin and Malik Monk and Buddy Hield. I still feel like we're a better team than them. And then we advance to the next round of the play-in tournament. Could we beat the Pistons? 100%. Could we beat the Miami Heat? We've proven that we are able to do that. Then we get to the playoffs. We'll take on the Cleveland Cavaliers. They would probably beat us. But the New York Knicks, I bet you we could beat a New York Knicks team that doesn't have Jalen Brunson right now. He's out with injury. Then who's the rest of their team? Quentin Grimes, whatever. RJ Barrett, developing well, but whatever. Miles Bridges, Mitchell Robinson, Josh Hart. We could have beaten them. Then we would have advanced to the next round versus the 76ers or the Magic. Both teams that we've either beaten or we are able to beat. And then we be in the Eastern Conference Finals. And look, as proven last year, a play-in team is able to make the NBA Finals and then anything can happen. But unfortunately, we fell short by basically one game of the play-in tournament. And that's just a brutal stretch for a team that was looking to get a lot better. I feel like roster-wise, we did get significantly better. We just could not put it all together better. I mean, we got a whole bunch of 80s on this team. Anyway, we are looking to the offseason now here in year 2, and this is going to be a big offseason. But let's take a quick peek at the stats for everybody involved leading the league in scoring. Once again, the scoring champion is Stephanie Curry at 37 years old, 32 points per game. Wow. Luka right behind him, John Morant, Ant Edwards, Zach LaVine, Jason Tatum. Speaking of Jason Tatum, we're going to be targeting him this off season. Joker, Book, Giannis, Garland. Where did we fall? Our highest score would have been, let's try to math this one out. I would say it would be Franz, possibly Ivy. And they're not really proficient and prolific as scorers. They're in the high teens. Looks like 47th would be Jaden Ivey, 17.7 points per game for him. Rebounds is going to go to that boy, Evan Mobley. Jared Allen right behind him, the Twin Towers of Cleveland. Anthony Davis, Clint Capella, DeAndre Ayton, Joker, and Şengün, our boy, 14 and 12. Really good season from him. As far as assists, we're assisting by committee on our team, so I'm not really sure if we're even going to be top 50 on this list. Although, look at the drop-off in assists per game. It goes 10, 9, 8, 6, 5. So, wow. Did not realize that. Şengün is, 4 point something per game? He should be on this list. I don't see him, but I do see Paris Conley, the rookie, 32nd. He had a pretty okay campaign. 9.8 points per game, 2.8 rebounds, 3.6 assists. Look at this per 36. That would be a 14, 4, and 5 year. Not bad. Shooting isn't where you want it to be, 27%. This is kind of horrific, but you look at his rating, 74. I mean, that's not all that bad. Anyway, looking at the league leader in steals, it goes to Shea Schmelishmander, Fred VanVleet, Marcus Smart, Saban Lee, Tyrese Halliburton, Trey Jones, Lonzo Ball, LaMelo Ball, who's injured. And as for the blocks, Sean Dawson. Okay, a second round pick, led the NBA in blocks. Oh, I'm looking at point guards. Oh, when did I accidentally press that button? Well, that's why. Excuse me, allow me to reintroduce myself. Assists, Lonzo Ball, James Harden, John Morant. So steals goes to Lonzo Ball, who is a shooting guard. Paul George right behind him, Jimmy Buckets, Brandon Miller, by Leonard, and blocks goes to Jaren Jackson Jr., 2.4 blocks per game. They're 0.1 ahead of Evan Mobley. Victor Wembanyama, 2.2. What is he now, an 88 overall? Jeez. He's going to be a menace. Mitchell Robinson, Miles Turner, Anthony Davis, Jared Allen, Blocker, Kessler, 1.7. Turnovers, Luka, I mean, whatever, that's irrelevant. Field goal percentages, number 1 goes to the man, the myth, the legend, Zion Williamson, 67.4%, but well, he only played a few games because he has another season-ending injury. Where does it say games played? 46 games for Zion Williamson, and then he's done for the year again. Brutal end to just another season, another career disappointment for Zion. Jalen Duren, Blocker Kessler. I don't think we're going to have any guys here, but let's see. Free throw champion, do we really care? Luke Kennard, Tyler Hero, Kyrie Irving, I mean, whatever. Let's see. Where does Corey Kispert rank as far as the best three-point shooters in the NBA are concerned? Bam. Wow, Donovan Mitchell. Why did he not qualify? But he shot 51% from the three-point line. That's ridiculous. Spida, played 57 games. That's why he's a DNQ. Mikal Bridges second, Brandon Ingram third, and Corey Kispert finishes seventh at a strong 45.1%. How do I view who made the most this whole season? Who made the most three-pointers? Wow, Steph Curry made 428. That is ridiculous. Okay, we're not as prolific from a three-point shooting team as I thought we were. Corey Kispert and Franz Wagner, 223 and 227. I don't know why this is ranked incorrectly, but hey, that's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. Anyway, that is how our individual players did. Let's take a look at the team stats. We were not good offensively. I'm going to assume we were bottom. Oh, we aren't. Where did we finish on the offensive end? 18th, 114.9 points per game. Points allowed. We are a bad defensive team. We are the second worst defensive team. Why? I mean, Alpi is not a great defender, but I feel like he's not too bad. Paris Conley is a rookie. Jordan Poole is off the bench. Jaden Ivey, Franz Wagner, DeAndre Hunter's good. Bobo's good. Corey Kispert's average. Dylan Brooks is good. Why are we a bad defensive team? Okay, well, that gave us a negative 3.7 point differential, putting us exactly where we finished in the power rankings. 21st. Field goal percentages. I mean, our offense is fine. 46%. That puts us 19th. But 3-point percentages, 37%. That puts us 9th. Because we shoot a lot of threes, and free throw percentages I can't affect, so there's no point in looking at that stat. All in all, though, I just hate missing the playoffs, if I'm being completely honest. Player stats, leading our team in scoring is that man, Jaden Ivey, who's only continuing to get better. What a trade that the Pistons decided to make, giving us Jaden Ivey for DeJounte Murray. That is unreal. Jordan Poole, incredible off the bench. Probably should have been Sixth Man of the Year if he wasn't. I don't remember the awards. And Franz Wagner, third. So we have a big three, theoretically. Jaden Ivey, Jordan Poole, Franz Wagner scoring. And then Alpi, a great year, 14 and 12 and 5. Like, that's all you can ask for. Corey Kispert was incredible. Paris Conley, we need to see a little bit more. And the bench needs to get better. And I guess we need to continue to improve on the defensive end. Rebounds, of course, Alperen Şengün, Bobo. Derek Lively was okay in limited stretches. His per 36 is a 10 and 12 season, and he's only getting better. I like to see his development. I like that his overall is already up to a 77. 1 year development is going to be good for him. And then assisting, I'm thinking about the Jaden Ivey point guard. Just throwing it out there. Could be something that happens in the near future. Steals, blocks, Alperen Şengün leading the way. And let's check out our 3-point splits. Franz Wagner, 37. Corey freaking Kispert, 45. Jaden Ivey, 38. Jordan Poole, 36. DeAndre Hunter, 38. Paris Conley, 27. That was disappointing. He came out of the league, or out of the draft, as a good 3-point shooter and did not do well this year. Patrick Baldwin Jr., 37. Dylan Brooks, 32. Johnny Davis, shot creating, 3-level threat, 32.8%. Bobo, 31. Alpi, 36. That's not bad. Derek Lively is shooting threes? Excuse me? Since when? This man has a 56 3. Why are you shooting threes, sir? And then the rest of the guys did not really play all that much. Terrence Ross, we had him in for a couple games. Same with Javonte Green. Even Mohamed Gay got into 3 games. But that is all she wrote. And let's simulate through the play-in tournament, seeing the Eastern Conference. So the Charlotte Hornets make the 10 seed ahead of us, only to lose immediately. So good riddance. And the Detroit Pistons end up as the 7 seed. And then we take on Miami, who we've played, I think, 3 times in the last, or twice in the last 4 videos, who we could have beaten. And just like that, we could have been taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers, but we did not. Looking at the Western Conference, looks like OKC got outed in the first round against the LA Lakers, and the Utah Jazz are the 7 seed, upsetting the Pelicans. Then you have the battle of the Anthony Davis trade, Lakers versus Pelicans. And don't look now, but it's Golden State Warriors versus the Los Angeles Lakers. That's going to be, wait, what? What did I just see here? What is wrong with Cole Anthony? What is this? 2K's hilarious, man. I got nothing to say but bad things about 2K24. And in a 7-game series, the 8 seed LA Lakers 1-8'd the Golden State Warriors, now to take on the Portland Trailblazers, who still have Damian Lillard, Shaedon Sharpe, Anthony Simons. Good team there. And then Dallas took care of business against the Utah Jazz, and Denver upset the Memphis Grizzlies, which is weird because Denver should have been the higher seed already. Cleveland took care of business 4-1. And I'm not saying that we could have beaten Cleveland by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just saying we should have had the opportunity. Boston took care of business against the Toronto Raptors, and the 76ers beat the Magic. Detroit, making the play-in tournament, beat the Knicks, and that is a 100% team that we could have beaten. I feel like we should have at least made it to the second round this year, but we did not. LA continuing to march another 7-game series against the Portland Trail Blazers, and they have won. Dallas Mavericks took out the Denver Nuggets. Battle of the foreign big men? I guess Luka's not really big. Cleveland lost to the Celtics, and Philadelphia beat the Pistons. I don't know who I'm predicting, but Luka Doncic wins Western Conference Finals MVP with, look at this stat line. For Luka Doncic, 17, 6.9, nice, and 10? That's not Luka. James Harden with a 23 and 10 for the Philadelphia 76ers. Remember, this happened before the LA Clippers trade, but here you have it. We're not in the NBA championship. How sad. We beat this 76ers team in the final game of the season pretty handily, I might add. So if the 76ers win, rest assured that we are better than the NBA champions. And the Dallas Mavericks completely whooped us. So we'll see. And it goes to the Dallas Mavericks. Luka Doncic, NBA Finals MVP, 31, 8, and 9. That's a lot more like Luka. Player retirements. LeBron James has finally hung up the cleats. He said, in year 22, that is enough. I am 40. I need to go home and make Space Jam 3. Cliff Paul is here retiring as well. Andre Iguodala. He has 1 year left on his deal. I may override this. I can imagine somebody giving up $20 million. So I'm going to override that. Iggy's gone. Mike Conley is gone. Kyle Lowry, Brook Lopez, Patrick Mills, Goran Dragic. DeAndre Jordan didn't even know he was still in the league. Danilo Gallinari, he's gone after a pretty healthy career. Blake Griffin, Garrett Temple, Kelly Olynyk. Thanasis is retiring, but Giannis is still playing. That's like a guaranteed roster spot every single year. Anyway, looking at the staff retirements, Pops is gone. Greg Popovich no longer part of the NBA. Joe Mazzulla, he just started. That doesn't make sense. I'm going to override that. And, let's just override Pop. I can't. Okay, Greg Popovich is officially retired, no longer leading the Victor Wembanyama Spurs. And Hall of Fame inductees, no surprises, is LeBron James after a prolific career. He, Kyle Lowry, and Blake Griffin are all going to get their jerseys retired. Are there any of these rules fun? Do we want a new team in the NBA? Maybe. I feel like that could be fun. It might screw up some of the things that we're trying to do, like get a Jason Tatum, but should we add a team to the NBA? I'm going to say no because it may ruin our plan. So I'm going to reject that for now because I'm looking to go out and get one Jason Tatum. Now let's start. First things first, we have the projected number 4 overall pick from the LA Clippers. After that, I don't know what else we have. We don't have our pick, which fell to, I don't even know. Who has our pick now? The Rockets. So they have the number 9 pick. We have the number 4. I don't know what's happening, but we have a top 4 pick. Let's see if we go number 1 overall. Is this the Ron Holland pick? Pelicans go first. LA Clippers, I don't know whose pick this is officially, but it falls to the Clippers. Second consecutive year that the Clippers have their lottery pick, but they stay at 13 because we have their pick. Now the Spurs, the Victor Wembanyama, Greg Popovich-less Spurs. Still holding steady. 12 goes to 12. No interesting changes here. Is this going to go to the Pacers? And it goes to the Kings. Does that mean the Pacers jump into the top 4? Wow. Huge move from the Pacers going from 11 to 4. Okay, number 10 to the Houston Rockets via us is going to be the Houston Rockets. We might actually trade for that pick too. Trade for our pick back because there's a lot of players in this draft that I want to go with. Number 9 to the Utah Jazz is the Spurs. What does this mean? That means the Jazz have moved into the top 4. I hope we don't get kicked out of the top 4. I need a top draft pick in this draft. We got places to be, things to do, championships to win. Hawks pick up their pick. Nets are going to pick up their pick. And now we're into the top 6, getting into Washington Wizard territory. Do we jump into the top 4 or are we on the outside looking in? We fall to 6 with the number 4 projected pick. Really? We may have to trade up. I'm not happy with the number 6 pick. It is pretty awful. And another team from the outside of the top 4 have finished. I don't know what this lottery was, but I'm going to call it what it is. Complete and total crap. 3 teams that are outside of the top 4 got in. That never happens. This is just not reality. So Pistons are picking there at number 4. And then there were 3. The number 3 overall pick goes to the Houston Rockets by the Brooklyn Nets. Okay. Number 2 to the Utah Jazz, who were supposed to pick what, like 12? Go to the Pelicans. So that means the Jazz win the number 1 overall pick. Utah is picking at the top of everything. Okay. We're going to have to make some moves in this year's draft. Let's just put it that way. There's a few places that I need to go. The fact that we fell to, what, 6th while having possibly the best pick in this year's draft is a little offensive to me. We look at the standings. We had basically the Clippers pick. They're 30 and 52. So we had the number 4 pick. And looking at this year's draft class, the fastest man of the class is Marco Jackson and AJ Johnson. Highest vertical, or most agile, is Guardiola and AJ Johnson, Isaiah Collier, and Deontay Davis. Highest vertical is AJ Johnson, Steven Cassell, and Mark Mitchell. Highest bench press is Clifford Omoruyi and Aaron Bradshaw. And best shot 3-pointer, Tristan De Silva, Mackenzie Mbakwe. And that's all that I know how to say. So I'm going to tell you right now, because we didn't win the lottery, this is the Ron Holland draft class, but we didn't win the lottery, so there's no point in trading up to number 1 when the Utah Jazz have what they have. I'm going to be targeting Justin Edwards, which means we probably want the number 2 pick. And then I want somebody who's going to fall like number 8. Just kind of get a pick of the litter of some of these better players that might offer something to the team down the road, but we just don't have that. So if I can flip basically all of our assets, number 6 for 2, and then we need to get rid of DeAndre Hunter, Jordan Poole, and Dylan Brooks. Now, DeAndre Hunter, I mean, whatever, he's useless to us. Dylan Brooks, he's here just temporarily because we need to complete the Alpine Şengün trade. But Jordan Poole needs to go off the books if we want to sign JAYSON Tatum. That is going to be the one shock, the one surprise. He's been horrific in Washington in real life. He was really good for us off the bench. But if we move Jaden Ivey to the point guard position, Paris Conley, point guard of the future, and draft the shooting guard to replace Jordan Poole, who's 26 years old, who's earning $32 million, we can go after JAYSON Tatum or Giannis Antetokounmpo. So that is going to be the big shock, the big surprise of this free agency for us. I did not plan on moving them right now, but we need to move up to number 2. The Pelicans need to drop back to number 6. How can I make this happen? Here's the first trade we're going to do with the Milwaukee Bucks, picking up 2 first-round picks for DeAndre Hunter. I believe they're still under... They're trying to convince Giannis Antetokounmpo to come back, so that means DeAndre Hunter is going over to the Milwaukee Bucks. And they're saying, Giannis, we're all in. If you want to be all in too, that works for us. I still need to get Dylan Brooks off the books, ironically. And then we need to figure out how we can do anything else fun. Look at the little draft haul that I'm bringing in with Jordan Poole. I need some first-round picks, and I'm not getting any. I need like 2. I need 3 first-round picks for basically selling my point guard of the future away. There we go. We'll be picking up Caleb Martin, and we'll just immediately reroute Caleb Martin somewhere else. And we're picking up 3 first-round picks for Jordan Poole. We are refilling our coffers as far as the first-round picks are concerned. And that means Jordan Poole, thank you for everything that you have done for this team for the past 2 seasons. Thank you for coming off the bench and being incredible. But we're going in a different direction. Jordan Poole is officially gone. Now I just got to get Dylan Brooks off the team. And somebody give me 1 first-round pick. I'm getting a second and some scrub from the Magic. I'm getting a second and Maxi Kleber from the Lakers or the Mavericks. I want 1 first-round pick. Is that too much to ask? I bet you Caleb Martin will get me more. He'll give me a straight-up second-round pick. I mean, I will take that. Wow, I'm going to get 2 second-round picks for Dylan Brooks. Can I get 1 second-round pick for Dylan Brooks? I can't get a singular second-round pick for Dylan Brooks. Oh my God. Pick swap. There we go. Dylan Brooks has officially gone to the Celtics. I'm giving up more than I was hoping to get rid of Dylan Brooks, but we have the 22nd pick. We have the 2nd round pick here, and we have the number 6 overall pick. So now I have the capital to move up. Is there anybody that was sandbagging our team? I think we got rid of everybody that I didn't want. So let's start with looking at the vision. Jaden Ivey has proven to me that he can be point guard of our team, point guard of the future. He is 6'4". That is just the size that we're looking for. He's going to go down in an overall. That's fine by me. But Paris Conley is going to be taking over point guarding duties this upcoming season. Paris Conley, I mean, he's good enough. He can back him up. Johnny Davis, Terrence Ross, I mean, whatever. Johnny Davis will be the backup. Terrence Ross is going to walk. Franz Wagner, Corey Kispert. I love that duo. Franz can play the 2, he can play the 3, he can play the 4 for us. Bol, Patrick Baldwin Jr., Mohamed Gay. I got to figure out what to do with the backup power forward position. And then Alperen Şengün, Derek Lively. I am more than happy enough with that. And that is before hopping into this year's draft class. Now we do need to move up from 6 to 2. So I'm going to go to the Pelicans. I've got a whole bunch of draft picks now after basically minorly blowing up the team. We're going to call this a soft rebuild. I need to get Justin Edwards on this team guaranteed. How far and how much are you going to ask for to move back? We'll say a good, I don't know, 6 spots, 4 spots. How about moving up to pick 3 instead? I can't move up to pick 3. I'm at pick 6. So here we go. Draft is underway. I literally could not trade for any of the higher first round picks. It's just the sliders that I'm on. They refuse to trade players and picks whatsoever that seem more than reasonable. And then sometimes they'll just give away Alperen Şengün for no reason. So I don't, whatever sliders I'm on are a little bit funky, but number 1 overall goes Isaiah Collier, the point guard out of USC, not Ron Holland. It looks like, I mean, the Utah Jazz had their mindset on Isaiah, so he's coming out of USC. Can't spell suck without USC. Number 2 to the Pelicans. They are trading away the 2nd overall pick to the Milwaukee Bucks, or from the Milwaukee Bucks, for Stephanie Curry. That is a huge trade. That is a blockbuster trade. Stephen Curry, Hall of Famer, is being traded away for Ron Holland. And you know what? I don't hate that trade at all. Now, I'd like to trade up to number 3. How can I how can I make this happen with the Rockets? In what world, in what planet could I trade up to 3? And you know what? Maybe 10 with the number 6 pick and the number 22 pick. What do you need to make this go through so that we can have a deal? Because I want to make some moves here. I got 2 2029 second round picks I'm willing to give up, or first round picks. I'll be able to give up, you know, maybe one more 2028 pick from Milwaukee. Do you want that? You don't. I don't have any other assets that I can really give you. I can give you Mohamed Gay. I'm not giving up Bol. He's locked in. He's part of our core. And this is about as much as I can offer, and they're not going to do that, so I can't move up to pick number 3 at all with the Rockets. And there goes Guardiol, the other point guard out of Providence. I mean, we'll offer the same package to the Pacers. I don't see a world where I can, you know, move up and get the picks that we want. Oh! Okay, the Pacers just took our trade. It was number 6 and number 22 to move up 2 spots. That means we have the number 4 overall pick, and y'all already know who we are going to be taking. That is Justin Edwards. He is our small forward, shooting guard, whatever you want to call it, out of the future. I'm so excited. Just draft this man. Number 4, Justin Edwards out of Kentucky is coming to the Washington Wizards. Great pickup there. Jaden Ivey is not entering free agency this summer. Don't be ridiculous. And now number 5, the Chicago Bulls pick up DJ Wagner. And the Pacers now picking at number 6, pick up Matt Buzzles. A pretty good pickup. And how can I hop back into this draft? I want a guy like Stephen Cassell or somebody that we know develops pretty well down the road. Bronny James would be a steal. Tyrese Proctor turns out to be pretty good. We're going to simulate a few more. Number 7 goes Zachary Risacher. Number 8 to the Atlanta Hawks. They're trading away the number 8 overall pick. The Hawks looking to win now with Trae Young. Said they want talent, not the draft. And they're picking up Wendell Carter Jr. and Clyde Harrison for number 8 and an old Monty Morris. Now the Magic, who moved up, are picking Adis Mara. And number 9 to the Spurs goes Bronny James. So I think number 10 here with the Rockets may be a good move for us. How can I get, and we talked about this before, our old pick back without giving up too much capital. I'll give you Mohamed Gay. They want Justin Edwards. That's not going to happen. Thank you, though. I'll give you these 2 first-round picks that we were talking about before down the road from Miami, from Milwaukee. I want to move up into this year's draft. Can I give up a 3rd first-round pick? I don't know. That's a lot. I'll give up 3. But that's as much as I can give up to move into this year's draft class into the top 10. And that's just too much. We're not going to be able to go. And here goes number 10. They're taking Mackenzie Mbakwe. Now the Kings, here's Sacramento. Will you give me the number 11 overall pick for 2 first-rounders? You know, you have De'Aaron Fox. You have Domantas Sabonis. You don't need to get younger. You need draft assets. I will give up a 3rd one. No, I'll give you Mohamed Gay. Please take my trade offer. Somebody, dear God, take my trade offer. Why is it so hard to trade for anything? And there we go. Bit of an overkill, but we know that this year's draft class is stacked. And we are picking here up Stephen Cassell, the guard. I've seen him develop like crazy. He turns into a monster. And he's going to be basically our Johnny Davis replacement, the 6'6" guard out of UConn. Now the Spurs take Tyrese Proctor. I thought about taking him, but we don't need another point guard on the roster. Alexander Sarr goes to the Clippers. And the last pick of the lottery is Donovan Clingan. Then goes Jacoby Walter, Cody Williams out of Colorado, and Aaron Bradshaw. And this is where the picks start to get a little crap. So we're going to go into the 2nd round. We have some trade offers. I'm not going to look at them. I want to see who's available to us that we could possibly develop. Now, Tristan Da Silva is interesting, but he is 23 years old. How are the overalls looking? Not great. There's a lot of good potential here. I'm looking at Saloon with Dennis Rodman, all NBA potential. Says it's C+. Not a big fan of that. We'll take a flyer on Kwame Evans. Just add more confusion to the power forward room. 6'9" power forward out of Oregon will be the final pick for us out of the 2nd round. So that was a huge draft class because we had to jump up 2 spots to make sure that Justin Edwards is our guy. Ron Holland falls to 2nd, but Isaiah Collier looks to be pretty good himself, going number 1 overall to the Utah Jazz. And then we snuck in to pick 11 just to pick behind where ours would have gone to get Stephen Cassell, a shooting guard. Might be the starting shooting guard as this season progresses. Anybody else interesting came out of the draft after us? Kyle Filipowski falls to 26th, 2nd round. I feel like we did okay. 18 years old, 71 overall, Kwame Evans. 72 overall, Xavier Booker. We looked at him. Brandon Clintman, Bobby Clintman, whatever. That is going to be the draft. We have a couple of good prospects on our team. 2, at the very least, starters. And then 1, hopefully he can develop down the road. And all these people are going to be coming back. Jaden Ivey earning a lot of money because he's a number 4, number 5 overall pick. Johnny Davis going to be earning a little more money than he should because he's a number 10 overall pick. Derek Lively, decent contract. And Patrick Baldwin Jr., I might think about getting rid of him, but for now, he's here to stay, and we have some big contracts up also. Corey Kispert, Alperen Şengün, and Franz Wagner. Now, if I can play this offseason correctly, we're going to be able to both give everybody the contracts that they want down the road while going after big name free agents like Jason Tatum, like Giannis Antetokounmpo. So immediately we're offering to JT. He's got to come into the team. The Mavericks want him. We want him. The Pistons want him. And of course, the Celtics want him. I don't know why I'm slurring like a drunk man. Now we have to go after Giannis Antetokounmpo, and he wants to be here. Actually, can I renegotiate this offer? I kind of don't want it. Jimmy Butler is here. That could be a fun pickup. Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley. I don't see anybody else that I would really want. Kyrie Irving is up. Cade Cunningham. So I'm going to decline Giannis for now. And make sure that we keep everybody here. So Javonte Green, Terrence Ross can walk. DeJounte Murray, he's gone. Alperen Şengün, Franz Wagner, Corey Kispert. Jason Tatum has decided to sign with the Mavericks. But I've seen this happen before because of the way that 2K rosters are. It might not be a guarantee because they have Luka Doncic, Grant Williams, Dwight Powell. They might be able to take on his contract, but they're going to have to completely give up on Kyrie Irving. I think they have room. That's got me worried. So let's try to re-max out Giannis. We may have just screwed up and not gotten anybody. But what we're going to have to do is keep this as is and then wait for moratorium. Wow, Franz got accepted too. Oh no, free agency is going horrible. Nothing is working. Well, Giannis is still here, but we can't sign him anymore. I can give him 50, he's interested. I can give him 54, he's all in. And Jayson Tatum did not sign. Okay, let's see what sort of maneuvering I can do. Does Alpi have an offer yet? He doesn't. I need to free up about $5 million of cap space now that Franz Wagner got matched, which hurts. We'll dump Mom and Gay. He's going to give us 2 second-round picks. Does that get us any closer to a Giannis Antetokounmpo contract? I know we were going after Jayson Tatum. We're not going to be able to get him. That's just the way it is. If Giannis accepts before Corey Kispert or Alperen Şengün get contract offers, we might be fine. But he's looking to go to the Bucks. Man, we may just strike out completely in this year's free agent class. And there you have it. Giannis Antetokounmpo has decided to go to the Milwaukee Bucks. Brutal. I can't believe this duo that they have. I did not think that the Mavericks were going to be part of it. That's brutal. Luka Doncic, Jayson Tatum on the same team. I mean, that's just championship level. Okay. So let's pivot. Point guard position, we're fine. Shooting guard position, we are theoretically fine. Franz, Bobo. I mean, I think OG is the next best play. Oh, man. I mean, that's just what happens. You get greedy and you don't get the guys that you want. We could go after Josh Giddey. No one's picking him up. I'll give you a big old contract. I don't mind that. Josh Giddey coming over to be another wing player of the future. OG and Anunoby, you're going to have to sit. I want to see if Josh Giddey wants to take our money. Oh, and we'd have to give up players? Oh, that's because of the Franz Wagner contract. Yeah, whatever. He gets matched anyway. So Corey Kispert and Alperen Şengün are back. What kind of money are we looking at now? I'm betting you it's not a lot. It really, if Jayson Tatum or Giannis signed with us, that would have been the move and we would have gotten significantly better. But they did not. And now we have $13 million, which actually almost gets us OG. I'll give you a 1-year deal. Okay, you don't want that. Cool. Okay, so Trey Murphy we're going to pick up. Nope, we're not going to pick him up. He got matched. Okay, so we have a pick between Jaden Hardy and Zaire Williams. You know what? I'm going to bring in Jaden Hardy. We can't bring them both, obviously. And we can't do that either. Just end my existence. Why do I even bother? We're on the last day of free agency. I can't sign anybody. Like I said, we're bringing in Zaire Williams on the last day of free agency. So really a pretty much great NBA draft, horrific free agency. We didn't get any of the superstars that we wanted, but Jaden Ivey is our point guard of the future with Paris Conley backing him up. We need to make a few changes here at the shooting guard small forward position. I think Franz is going to go up to the 4. And Alperen Şengün and Derek Lively are here. Let's take a look though at player progression. How does it affect us personally? So Jaden Ivey, officially our best player in the overalls department, an 87 overall. Franz an 86, and Alperen Şengün going up 3 overalls too is an 86. Bol climbing up 3 overalls, entering the 80 club. So is Corey Kispert. Derek Lively's up to a 77. Paris Conley, the rookie, going up to a 77 overall. He is great for us. And we have the 2 rookies, Stephen Cassell and Justin Edwards at 77s. Johnny Davis jumps up a few overalls to a 76. Zaire Williams, 76. Patrick Baldwin Jr. jumps up 3. And then the other rookie, Kwame Evans. So we have a young team. We have a hungry team. I just don't really know what else we can do. And we're missing basically half the roster still. When can I go and sign some free agents? I really don't care about the Summer League, but we'll hop in. Why not? We'll see how good our team is against the whoever this is. Oh, okay. Who's even playing for us right now? Can I look at the roster, the rotation? So we have Paris Conley, Stephen Cassell, Justin Edwards, Greg Brown, somehow made his way to the team, and Derek Lively, some guy, Kwame Evans, Judah Mintz. Yeah, half these guys aren't on our team. You know what? Whatever. This is the Simcast for the G League, Summer League, Washington Wizards versus the Memphis Grizzlies. Oh boy. I don't know, man. We won. Let's go. Now what? Oh, all right. We're in the tournament now. Jeez, man. I can't see anything. I think we're the 9th seed here. That's us. Okay, let's hop in. I don't care about these games. Let's hop in. We're taking on the Indiana Pacers with the Summer League tournament. How do your Washington Wizards respond? You got 2 superstar rookies. You got Paris Conley, the Hall of Famer, and we lost by 20. I mean, that's fine or something. I don't really understand how this Summer League works. I'm just going to simulate everything. I don't know who this Jared Guerrero is. I don't think he's on our team, but oh, he's back. Thank God. And Houston wins the Summer League. Cheer, everybody. Woo! Okay, All-Star City selection. They're going to Dallas, Texas. That makes a lot of sense because JAYSON Tatum is now a Dallas Texonian, and that is going to do it for free agency. I need to pick up, what is the 2K Hoop Summit? I don't care. I need to pick up some free agents before we hop into the season, but you know, it's not going to let me. So let's do that now, and let's fill out the roster. So we have 1, 2, and they picked up Raul Neto for me. That's great. That's what I was trying to avoid. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's get rid of Raul Neto. Thank you, game, for this. Can somebody just please... I just love that there's guys out here in free agency that I'm trying to give money, and they just refuse to play for me. Like, let's see who's here. Onyeka Okongwu, 24 years old, 84 overall, not part of a team, but absolutely refuses my mid-level exception. Jalen Duren, 21 years old, refuses. Patrick Williams, 24 years old, refuses to play for me because I'm not offering him enough money. He's not on a roster. Even Denny Avdija, our old friend, is here. You know what he's going to do? Decline us. Thanks, Denny. Really appreciate that. I guess Cole Anthony, if you want money. Nope, we can't afford him. How about Cam Thomas? Do you want to play for us? Not really. That's fine. How about Trey Jones? Do you want to play for us? Oh, you don't. Thanks. All these players, teamless, pointless. We can bring back Talen Horton-Tucker. That was a fun run. Bring in Ben Simmons for a few years. Why not? Benjamin Simmons is coming over to join the team, and he is not playing center. You know where we're going to put Ben Simmons is his butt? At the point guard position where he drops tremendously. Oh my God, look at his overalls. He's down to a 72. That's brutal. Anyway, Raul Neto, I don't care. Get off my team. Go away. Nobody wants you. So we have Jaden Ivey, Paris Conley, Ben Simmons, 1, 2, 3. Stephen Cassell, Johnny Davis, Zaire Williams, 4, 5, 6. Corey Kispert, Justin Edwards, 7, 8. Franz Wagner, Bol, Patrick Baldwin Jr., and the rookie who I'd like to, send him to the G League. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and we'll pick up a backup. We don't need a backup center because Bol is here. So let's just pick up more wing depth with our mid veterans minimum because I don't think we have any money left to give out. We don't. What if I give you a backloaded contract for 3 years? Do you want that one? There you go. Cam Reddish is going to be the last player to join the team. So our team is starting to look a little bit filthy. We have Jaden Ivey playing the point guard position. He has taken over, at least for now. We'll see kind of how this multiple guard lineup. We have Paris Conley, Johnny Davis, Jaden Ivey, and Stephen Cassell, and really Justin Edwards to a lesser extent. Figure out what we're going to do at the 1 and 2 guards, respectively. We have Stephen Cassell, the rookie, and Justin Edwards, the rookie, and then Franz Wagner moving up to the power forward position. His overall dropped by 3. I don't care. That doesn't affect any of the ratings directly. It just says, oh, Franz Wagner isn't great at the power forward position as a fit compared to the small forward, but that overall is going to jump right up as the season progresses. Alperen Şengün leading the way at the center position, the second best player on our team. Then off the bench, we have the rookie. You saw his overalls go up in one offseason. Paris Conley looking to be a stud. Johnny Davis, he's effectively filled in and taken over the backup shooting guard role in year, 4 of his career. Oof, we're trying to bring him along. Corey Kispert, best player in the NBA. He's, of course, sticking around. And then Bol, Derek Lively, we're going to figure that out. Zaire Williams is here. If we happen to make any trade or any move at that position, Cam Reddish backing them up. Patrick Baldwin Jr. is still here for valuable minutes if needed. And Benjamin Simmons is here to really be a break glass in case of emergency kind of guy. As for the training, I've got Paris Conley learning from Jaden Ivey. I have Steph Cassell learning from Corey Kispert. Justin Edwards learning from Franz Wagner. And Derek Lively learning from Alperen Şengün. Let's check out the individual training menu. And then the individual training is going to look like this. Patrick Baldwin Jr. I have him now doing two-way instead of just outside scoring because his shot is there. Now he needs to get a little better overall. Bol shooting, Stephen Cassell all around. Paris Conley needs to work on that athleticism a little bit. Johnny Davis, offensive. Justin Edwards, Jaden Ivey, Corey Kispert, all around, or all of them. Derek Lively, Cam Reddish, Alpi, Ben Simmons, Franz Wagner, Zaire Williams. I don't know. I completely understand how not getting Jason Tatum kind of screwed this year up because Justin Edwards and Stephen Cassell are starting instead of like Paris Conley, Jaden Ivey, Jason Tatum, Franz Wagner, Alperen Şengün. Obviously, that's like 20 overalls lower. But I like this team. I think we have a legitimate chance to make a run this year. I said that last year. And then the following season, after another year of progression, man, we got to be a championship team. So not the perfect offseason, but nothing ever is. 11th for 2K Sports, 11th for Eric Boner. And let's just finally check out the system proficiency. We have entered 3.5 stars using the balanced system under head coach Mike Stauffer. So that is going to do it for this year's free agency offseason video. Not a perfect offseason, not a horrible one. I think we did get better across the board. We have a couple of good rookies that are going to be major contributors to the team. We still have our big three in Jaden Ivey, Franz Wagner, Alperen Şengün. And then this bench looks filthy. Paris Conley, the rookie, now in his second season. Johnny Davis starting to play well. Corey Kispert, the best player in the NBA. Bol, Derek Lively, Zaire Williams, Cam Reddish, Patrick Bolden Jr., and Ben Simmons. I don't know, this season is going to look good, but that is going to do it for me. Let me know your thoughts on how this free agency went. Wasn't great, wasn't terrible. Kind of just kept most of the core together, and we're going to hope that they can do great things. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.